Many of us find ourselves constantly searching for happiness. We seek it in our careers, our relationships, and our possessions. We believe that if we just achieve certain goals or acquire certain things, we will finally be happy. But what if I told you that the key to happiness isn't in the pursuit itself, but in the wisdom of not looking for it? This is a profound teaching from Gautam Buddha, the Enlightened One, and it's a message that can change your life. In this video, we will delve about don't look for happiness. We will break down this idea into various aspects, understand the philosophy behind it, and discuss how it can be practically applied to our lives. This journey is not just about learning from an ancient sage, but finding inspiration and motivation to lead a life that is truly fulfilling. The nature of impermanence. One of the central themes in Buddhism that helps us understand why we shouldn't look for happiness is the concept of impermanence. Gautam Buddha taught that everything in the world is in a constant state of flux. Our bodies, our emotions, our relationships, and our possessions are all subject to change. Understanding impermanence is crucial because it shows us that any happiness derived from temporary things will be fleeting. This insight encourages us to seek happiness beyond the ephemeral and into the realm of the eternal. Gautam Buddha beautifully encapsulated this concept in one of his teachings. Everything is changeable. Everything appears and disappears. There is no blissful peace until one passes beyond the agony of life and death. The illusion of the ego. Another profound teaching of Gautam Buddha is the idea of the illusory self or ego. He challenged the conventional notion of a fixed, unchanging self and argued that the concept of I is a mere illusion. Our attachment to this illusion of self is a significant source of suffering. The ego, according to Buddha, is responsible for our endless desires and cravings. We are constantly striving to protect and enhance this illusion, seeking recognition, power, and pleasure. In doing so, we perpetuate our own suffering. By understanding that the self is an illusion and letting go of attachment to it, we can begin to free ourselves from the cycle of suffering. This is a fundamental teaching that empowers us to look beyond the self for true happiness. The middle way. Gautam Buddha emphasized the importance of finding a middle way between extreme asceticism and indulgence. He had tried both approaches in his own spiritual journey, and neither brought lasting happiness. He concluded that the path to enlightenment lies in moderation and balance. The middle way teaches us not to be too attached to material pleasures, as they are transient and cannot bring lasting happiness. At the same time, it advises against extreme self-denial, as it can lead to physical and mental suffering. Finding balance in life and our pursuits is essential for a fulfilling existence. The practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. It involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It is about being fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, without attachment or aversion. Practicing mindfulness can help us in the pursuit of happiness because it allows us to see the impermanence of our thoughts and emotions. We become observers of our own minds, which leads to greater self-awareness and, ultimately, greater control over our desires and attachments. Gautam Buddha's teachings on mindfulness offer practical tools for understanding the nature of our suffering and discovering that happiness is not something to be pursued, but a state of being that arises when we let go of the incessant craving for more. The power of compassion. Compassion is at the heart of Buddhism, and it plays a significant role in the concept of not seeking happiness. When we shift our focus from the pursuit of personal happiness to the well-being of others, we discover a profound sense of fulfillment. Buddha taught that by cultivating compassion and selflessness, we can break free from the cycle of suffering. Compassion is a force that binds us all together, and by nurturing it, we move away from selfish desires and towards a more profound and lasting happiness. One of the most famous teachings of Gautam Buddha on compassion is, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This wisdom reminds us that our happiness is interconnected with the happiness of others. Detachment and letting go. Detachment is a critical concept in Buddhism. It involves relinquishing our attachment to worldly desires and possessions. When we cling to things, people, or experiences, we are bound to suffer because, as mentioned earlier, everything is impermanent. Gautam Buddha taught that true happiness can only be found when we let go of these attachments and desires. He advised his followers not to be attached to anything, including his own teachings. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or apathy, but rather a deep sense of inner peace that comes from not being bound by the external world. By practicing detachment, we can break free from the cycle of desire and aversion, which are at the root of our suffering. It enables us to live in the present moment and find contentment within ourselves, rather than seeking it externally. The role of meditation. Meditation is an integral part of Buddhist practice and a powerful tool for understanding the concept of don't look for happiness. It is through meditation that we can explore the depths of our consciousness, gain insight into the nature of our desires, and experience the profound sense of inner peace. Buddha's teachings on meditation focus on achieving a state of tranquility and mindfulness. By meditating, we can quiet the incessant chatter of the mind, gain control over our thoughts and emotions, and develop a clear and focused awareness. Meditation helps us to see that happiness is not something to be pursued, but a state of being that can be found within ourselves. It allows us to detach from the external world and discover a lasting sense of contentment that is independent of circumstances. Embracing change. Change is a constant in life, and Gautam Buddha emphasized the importance of embracing it rather than resisting it. When we resist change, we create suffering for ourselves, whether it's the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a change in our circumstances. Our attachment to the way things were can lead to pain and sorrow. Buddha's teachings encourage us to accept change as a natural part of life and to let go of our attachments to the past. When we do this, we open ourselves up to the possibility of new experiences and a more profound sense of happiness. The interconnectedness of all beings. Gautam Buddha's teachings on the interconnectedness of all beings remind us that we are not separate from the world around us. Our actions and thoughts have an impact on others, just as the actions and thoughts of others affect us. Understanding this interconnectedness is essential in the pursuit of happiness. When we harm others or exploit them in our quest for personal happiness, we ultimately harm ourselves. By recognizing our shared humanity and working for the well-being of all, we create a more harmonious and fulfilling world. Buddha's wisdom on interconnectedness can inspire us to look beyond our self-centered pursuits and seek happiness in ways that benefit not only ourselves but all living beings. The transformative power of don't look for happiness. The transformative power of embracing the philosophy of don't look for happiness is profound and far-reaching. When we internalize the teachings of Gautam Buddha, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Freedom from suffering. The foremost benefit of not seeking happiness is the liberation from suffering. By letting go of desires and attachments, we reduce the causes of our own suffering and discover a sense of inner peace. Lasting contentment. True happiness is not a fleeting emotion based on external circumstances, but a lasting contentment that arises from within. By practicing detachment and mindfulness, we find joy in the present moment. Improved relationships. When we let go of our attachments and cravings, our relationships become more authentic and less burdened by expectations. Compassion and empathy flourish, leading to healthier connections with others. Greater resilience. Understanding the impermanence of life and embracing change makes us more resilient in the face of adversity. We become better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity. Inner fulfillment. As we shift our focus from self-centered pursuits to the well-being of all beings, we discover a deeper sense of fulfillment. This sense of purpose and interconnectedness brings a profound sense of meaning to our lives. Personal empowerment. By recognizing that happiness is not dependent on external factors, we become empowered to create our own sense of well-being. We are no longer victims of circumstances, but masters of our own happiness. Global impact. When more individuals embrace the philosophy of "don't look for happiness," it can have a positive impact on the world. It fosters a sense of unity, compassion, and a shared commitment to the well-being of all living beings. Cultivate patience. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this path. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. See them as opportunities for learning and growth. Community and support. Connect with like-minded individuals who share your values and beliefs. Being part of a community that practices mindfulness and compassion can provide support and encouragement. Continual learning. Dedicate time to study and deepen your understanding of Gautam Buddha's teachings. Reading books, attending workshops, and engaging in discussions can expand your knowledge and reinforce your commitment. Set realistic goals. Define achievable goals that align with your personal growth journey. These goals can be related to your meditation practice, your acts of compassion, or your detachment from material possessions. Self-reflection. Regularly engage in self-reflection. Assess your progress in areas that require improvement. Be honest with yourself about your attachments and desires. Mindful responses. When faced with challenges or adversity, respond mindfully rather than reacting impulsively. This allows you to make conscious choices and avoid impulsive decisions driven by craving or aversion. Share your journey. Sharing your experiences and insights with others can reinforce your commitment to the path. Teaching or discussing these principles with others can deepen your understanding and practice. The path to lasting happiness. In the pursuit of lasting happiness, the teachings of Gautam Buddha offer invaluable guidance. By embracing the philosophy of "don't look for happiness," we can discover a profound and enduring sense of contentment. Remember that happiness is not an external destination to be reached, but an internal state of being. It is not found in the relentless pursuit of desires, but in the wisdom of letting go. The more we release our attachments and cravings, the more we free ourselves from suffering and find lasting happiness. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us turn to the wisdom of Gautam Buddha for inspiration and guidance. His teachings provide a timeless roadmap to inner growth, compassion, and enlightenment. They encourage us to shift our focus from self-centered desires to the well-being of all beings, and in doing so, discover a happiness that knows no bounds. By internalizing the teachings of Gautam Buddha and applying them to our daily lives, we can embark on a journey of profound self-discovery and personal growth. May these teachings inspire you to live a life that is truly fulfilling and free from the endless pursuit of external happiness.